Blackhawks win 4-0 in Calgary. This game started off so slow. I thought we were in for an absolute snoozer, but boy was I wrong. Because after the first 10 minutes, the Blackhawks really turned it on. This was one of the most fun games to watch so far this season, and a large reason for that is because of Connor Bedard. 4 points on the night, and perhaps the biggest highlight of the night was his highlight reel goal with 2 minutes left in this one. He had the strip, he had the move, and he had the celly. That's one we're going to be seeing all season long. That might end up being one of his best goals of the season, and it was for his 4th point of the night. He now is tied for the league lead with 22 points. He's tied with Macklin Celebrini, so it's really funny how that worked out. But those two have been dominating the league so far. And Connor Bedard, what a game. His point streak is now at 7 games. Again, this was a 4-point night. He had 1 goal and 3 assists. 2 of those were to Tyler Bertuzzi, who continued his hot streak. He now has 5 goals in the past 2 games, in the past 48 hours, really. So he's been red hot. He's been exactly what the Blackhawks needed from him and need from him right now, especially with how thin the forward depth is getting, largely because Frank Nazar unfortunately exited this game in the first period with an injury. Now, this was kind of the one bad part about this game. There was so many positives from this one, but obviously the Nazar injury is pretty disappointing. It didn't look too good. Obviously, we'll get more updates here moving forward, but it was a tough. He took a cross check and he went down awkwardly. He may have twisted something. It looked like a lower body injury. There's, we didn't get a great replay angle of it. So really not sure what the deal is going to be with him, how long he's going to be out. We will have to get updated about that in the coming days. Really hoping, crossing our fingers, holding our breath for nothing too long term. So that definitely is disappointing news. Zane Parekh also left this game for Calgary. Nick Foligno gave him a big jolt. I don't think the Blackhawks were too happy as the Flames went after. I mean, the Nazar one wasn't like too egregious. I didn't think like Farabee was intending to hurt him or anything like that. It was just a kind of a standard cross check. It was just unfortunate. Nazar looked like his knee may have buckled or something like that, and he went down awkwardly. I don't think there was any intent behind that, but they definitely were taking a few runs at Oliver Moore. And if we remember last year, Martin Pospisil, who didn't play in this game, I'm not sure if he's injured or something, but he was taking runs at some of the Blackhawks big guys like Nazar and Bedard in last year's contest. So I'm sure the Blackhawks weren't too happy about it. Nick Foligno hit Zane Parekh pretty good and knocked him out of the game. Again, I don't think Foligno was like trying to hurt him or anything, but he definitely was playing physical, especially on their younger guys. There were 3 fights in this game. It was very physical, especially early on. Colton Dach stepped up and fought Joel Farabee, who, like I said, cross-checked Nazar. Alex Vlasic stepped up for Oliver Moore after he took a bump from Mackenzie Weegar. Vlasic dropped the gloves, which is very rare. We don't see that often, but it's really nice to see him stepping up for his teammate. He dropped the gloves with Weegar, and then Foligno had to answer after hitting Parekh, and then he also hit Connor Zary. So he had a little bit of everything in this game, had 3 fights, along with 4 Blackhawks goals. The first one came in the first period, about 10 minutes in, Bertuzzi with another one of his backdoor goals. It stayed 1-0 until the third period, where Bertuzzi got his second of the game. Burakovsky tacked one on, and then Bedard, he contributed on all 4 goals in tonight's contest. And like I said, man, that last one was an absolute beautiful goal to watch. One of the definitely the highlight of the game. Spencer Knight, can't believe we're how many minutes into this video and I haven't mentioned him yet, but he earns a shutout, stopping 33 of 33 shots, had 2.64 goals saved above expected. So he has been dominant really all season, but especially these past 2 games on this road trip. He's really stepped up and has given the Blackhawks a win in both these games, because the second period in both games have not been that great. This one wasn't quite as bad as the Vancouver one, but it still wasn't a period where the Blackhawks were really taking control of the game. And Spencer Knight stepped up, stopped 33 shots, 11 of which were off the stick of Matt Coronado, which is kind of funny, but Knight was so good again in this one. It's nice for him to earn the shutout after being so close to it in Vancouver. Now, for how exciting this game was, I actually don't have like a super long takeaways video today. I just wanted to touch on those things in particular. I don't want to keep repeating the same thing, but I do want to get into the takeaways I post on Twitter at Blackhawks Focus, hear what you guys had to say. Now, a few of these simply state Connor Bedard, and I can't argue with that he was unreal today. That's really all that needs to be said. But Bedard was great. Spencer Knight was amazing again. Really, the only other one that doesn't really specifically mention just Bedard or Knight says, aside from the awesomeness in the box score from Bedard and Bertuzzi, Levchinov had an excellent game. Spencer Knight is just different. We can list everyone on this roster for doing their part tonight after Frank had to leave the game early. They bent, not broke, no complaints. Yeah, I really like everything he said right here. Levchinov was real good in this game. I don't know if he got on the box score, or he did actually get an assist on the first goal, but even if he didn't get on the box score, he was contributing in a lot of subtle ways. He was really, really good. Obviously, Spencer Knight, great. Bertuzzi, Bedard, great. But everyone really thought they played solid. Now, didn't do anything like specific that I'm going to mention, but everyone just played a solid game. Obviously, if you shut a team out, it's not just the goalie playing super well. It means you played really good as a team overall, and that's what the Blackhawks did in this one. Again, they did bend a bit, like you said, in this takeaway. They did bend in the second period a bit, but they didn't break. They held it together, and then they bounced back. The third periods have been really good this season. Their first periods have been really good. They just got to really play a full 60 minutes, and they'll be in really good shape. After 2 strong games, the Blackhawks have improved to 2-2-1 on this road trip. If they can win their next game Sunday in Detroit, they will be able to exit the road trip with a winning record over the road trip. I just said that terribly. I should have said that better. But a 3-2-1 record would be a success for a 6-game road trip out in Western Canada. I do have to mention, I actually finished recording this video, but I'm going back and adding this clip in because we just got an update from Jeff Blashill that Frank Nazar is day-to-day. So it looks like the Blackhawks have dodged a serious injury or a long-term injury, which is good. So just wanted to throw that in there. It's a sigh of relief for sure. Next video will be talking about Sunday's game in Detroit. It's an afternoon game. And yeah, let me know your takeaways on this one in the comments. That's going to do it for this video.